There's a drawer in my chest full of unsent letters, everything I meant to say and never did. We had a falling out the summer of our 53rd year over something neither of us can quite remember anymore. We were both too proud to pick up the telephone first. We waited for the other one to be the one who bent, and the weeks became a season, and the season became a year, and the year became a silence that neither knew how to end. I drove past your house once just to see if you were there. I saw the light in the kitchen window and I kept on driving. Pride is such a quiet thief. It takes the years before you know it, and leaves you with a drawer full of everything you didn't say. Everything I didn't say is still waiting in the middle. Everything I didn't say got heavier with every year. All the sorry and the thank you, all the I miss you on a Tuesday. Everything I didn't say is everything I wish you could still hear. Everything I didn't say. I heard you weren't doing well from someone at the market. I put the groceries in the car and sat there for an hour. I thought about the summer we drove to the coast together and laughed at something stupid all the way there and back. I thought about your laugh, the particular sound of it, the way it changed a room without meaning to. And I thought about the telephone sitting quiet in my pocket, and all the years between us, and I finally made the call. Because some things are more important than being the one who's right, and some people are worth the bending even when it's hard. Everything I didn't say is still waiting in the middle. Everything I didn't say got heavier with every year. All the sorry and the thank you, all the I miss you on a Tuesday. Everything I didn't say is everything I wish you could still hear. Everything I didn't say. You answered on the second ring like you've been waiting by the phone, and we both talked at the same time, and then we both went quiet, and in that quiet something lifted, something we'd been carrying. We laughed the way we used to, like no time had passed at all. I don't know how many years we have to sit across a table, but I know I'm done saving things for someday. Every sorry lives out loud now. Every thank you gets its moment, because the drawer is getting lighter and the days are getting fewer. And I'd rather say too much and leave you with my silence. Everything I didn't say is still waiting in the middle. Everything I didn't say got heavier with every year. All the sorry and the thank you, all the I miss you on a Tuesday. Everything I didn't say is everything I wish you could still hear. Everything I didn't say, I'm saying it now, all of it. Everything I didn't say, I'm saying it now. Yeah, it's not too late. Say it now. After everyone is gone, after the dishes, after the door, there is this. When the house goes quiet, I become myself again, the version underneath the version that the daytime asks me to be. I sit in the particular silence that belongs to late evenings, and I let the day fall off me like a coat I've worn too long. I don't turn on the television, I don't reach for the telephone. I just sit inside the quiet and let it do its work, because the quiet is not empty, it is full of what I've been avoiding, full of questions I keep passing on my way to being busy. The noise is not the enemy, but it is the hiding place. And when the house goes quiet, I have nowhere left to hide. When the house goes quiet, I hear what I've been missing. When the house goes quiet, the truest voices find their way. When the house goes quiet, I'm no longer who I'm performing. When the house goes quiet, I remember who I am. When the house goes quiet, I've learned to love this hour, though it took me years of fearing it. I used to fill it desperately with anything that made a sound, because the quiet asked hard questions like, are you living what you value? Like, are you becoming who you wanted? Like, are you well beneath the surface? And I wasn't always ready for the answers that came back, so I kept the noise around me like a barrier between me and truth. But somewhere in my middle years, I stopped running from the quiet and started treating it like something that was actually on my side. The quiet doesn't judge you, it just shows you what is there. And what is there is workable if you're willing to look clearly. When the house goes quiet, I hear what I've been missing. When the house goes quiet, the truest voices find their way. When the house goes quiet, I'm no longer who I'm performing. When the house goes quiet, I remember who I am. When the house goes quiet, there is a version of yourself that only comes out in the stillness, that has been waiting very patiently for everyone else to leave the room. That version knows your actual name, not the name the world has given you, not the name your history assigned you, but the one that lives beneath all that. And that version has been trying to tell you something important, but you keep filling up the silence before it gets the chance to speak. So tonight I'm staying in the quiet long enough to really hear it, long enough to sit across from the truest self I have. And whatever it tells me, I am gonna listen, because the house goes quiet for a reason, and the reason is for me. When the house goes quiet, I hear what I've been missing. When the house goes quiet, the truest voices find their way. When the house goes quiet, I'm no longer who I'm performing. When the house goes quiet, I remember who I am. When the house goes quiet, just sitting here in the quiet, finally listening. When the house goes quiet, this is where I live, the real me. When the house goes quiet, last November, the lights were on in the rooms we used to live in. Someone else is in the kitchen now, where we learn to argue and forgive. Someone else is on the back porch, where we watch the summers living in. The garden that we never finished is probably someone else's project. The window where you read on Sundays has a different curtain in it now. But I still know every floorboard every corner, every shadow. I still know where the light falls in the early afternoon. And I wonder if the rooms remember all the living that we left in them, or if rooms just hold the present and let the past move on. We leave ourselves in places without knowing that we're doing it. A laugh, a fight, a quiet morning pressed into the walls. Rooms we used to live in are still living somewhere in me. Rooms we used to live in, where we were who we used to be. Every house I've ever loved still has a light on somewhere. Rooms we used to live in are the rooms I carry everywhere. Rooms we used to live in. There was the apartment with the window over the alley, where we were young and broke and happier than we knew. The radiator that would clank at midnight, the neighbor's dog on Thursday evenings, the smell of something cooking from the floor below. We thought we were just passing through. We thought the real life was ahead of us. We didn't know that was the real life happening right then. I'd give a quiet fortune to sit in that apartment for an hour, with nothing but the clanking radiator and you across the table. We are always passing through the rooms that will become our missing. We are always living in the memories before we know it. Rooms we used to live in are still living somewhere in me. Rooms we used to live in, where we were who we used to be. Every house I've ever loved still has a light on somewhere. Rooms we used to live in are the rooms I carry everywhere. Rooms we used to live in. I'm not sad exactly, it's a feeling past the name of sadness, a sweetness in the aching for the rooms I've loved and left. Every place I've ever called home made me someone slightly different. Every room I've ever woken in has left its mark on me. And maybe that's the beautiful thing about the places we have lived in. We don't just pass through rooms, the rooms pass through us too. So when I drove past in November and I saw the lights inside, I didn't feel like I had lost something. I felt like it was still alive, still holding all that living, all that arguing and laughing, all that ordinary being that we couldn't see was grace. Rooms we used to live in are still living somewhere in me. Rooms we used to live in, where we were who we used to be. Every house I've ever loved still has a light on somewhere. Rooms we used to live in are the rooms I carry everywhere. Rooms we used to live in, still lit up inside me. every one of them. The rooms we used to live in, still home, yeah. Somewhere around 50, I stopped dreading the number and started listening to what it was trying to tell me. The first half had its glory and its share of going sideways. I chased the things I thought I wanted, and I caught some of them too. But somewhere in the catching, I forgot to stop and ask myself if these were actually the things my life was meant to hold. And then one ordinary morning, something shifted in the quiet. Not a crisis, not a breakdown, just a door that opened inward. And I walked through it slowly into the second half of everything, with less to prove and more to give. The first half is for learning what the second half is for, and the second half is beautiful if you know what you walked in with. The second half is where the real song starts. The second half is where you know your own heart. All the things you chased in the first half, some were gold and some were hollow. In the second half, you finally get to choose what you want to follow. The second half. I'm less impressed by noise now, less impressed by speed and volume, more impressed by the person who shows up and does the work. I want the conversations that go somewhere worth remembering. I want the kind of laughter that comes from knowing someone well. I've let go of some ambitions that were never really mine, and I've picked up some intentions that feel more like coming home. I wanna spend my mornings on the things that outlast mornings. I wanna spend my energy on love that leaves a mark. Nobody tells you at 20 that the second half is coming, and that everything you suffered was preparing you for it. The second half is where the real song starts. The second half is where you know your own heart. All the things you chased in the first half, some were gold and some were hollow. In the second half, you finally get to choose what you want to follow. The second half. To everyone who thinks the best part's in the rear view, I wanna sit across from you and tell you what I know. The best conversation I ever had was at 54. The best friendship I have known started at 51. The deepest love I've understood required all the years years before it, the clearest sense of who I am came after I stopped pretending. So if you're at the halfway point and wondering what comes after, come on in. The second half is waiting, and it is something you could not have reached without everything the first half cost you. The second half is where the real song starts. The second half is where you know your own heart. All the things you chased in the first half, some were gold and some were hollow. In the second half, you finally get to choose what you wanna follow. The second half, just getting started. The second half is the best half. Yeah, come on in. The second half.
I used to always be looking at the mountain, wondering if I'd make it. Now I'm looking back from the other side. There were years I wasn't sure I would get through, years when the weight of it was more than I had practiced for, years when the road ahead disappeared in weather, and I kept moving anyway, more from habit than from hope. I lost things on the way up, things I thought were permanent, people I thought would always be beside me on the road. And I found things I didn't expect in the losing and the climbing, a toughness I didn't know I had, a grace I didn't know I needed. The mountain doesn't care how long it takes you, it just asks that you keep moving toward the top. This side of the mountain, the view is worth the climbing. This side of the mountain, I can see where I have been. Every valley and every detour, every time I almost didn't make it. This side of the mountain finally makes the whole road make sense. This side of the mountain. I look back at the younger man who started up the climbing, and I want to tell him things that he would not have understood. That the hardest parts were building him into someone fit for arriving. That the losses were preparing him for something only loss can teach. That the people who left made room for who's coming. That the doors that closed were closing on the wrong rooms. And that the day would come when he'd stand on this side, looking back with something richer than relief. Looking back with a recognition that it all was somehow needed. That the road that seemed like wandering was pointed here.
see the shape of it when you're living in the middle. But from this side of the mountain, the whole thing is a gift. This side of the mountain, the view is worth the climbing. This side of the mountain, I can see where I have been. Every valley and every detour, every time I almost didn't make it. This side of the mountain finally makes the whole road make sense. This side of the mountain, I wanna say to everyone still somewhere in the climbing, the mountain has another side, and you are gonna reach it. Not without the cost, not without the losing, but the arriving is a real thing, and it is worth every hard mile. And when you get there, you will not regret the journey. You will stand and look behind you with a full and quiet heart, and you will see the shape of it the way I'm seeing it right now. And you will understand that nothing was wasted. Not the year that almost broke you, not the friend who walked away, not the dream that didn't happen in the form you had imagined. All of it was mountain, and all of it was necessary. And you are standing now on this side of it, and the view is everything they promised and more. See where I have been. Every valley and every detour, every time I almost didn't make it. This side of the mountain finally makes the whole road make sense. This side of the mountain, still standing here, taking it in. This side of the mountain, worth every step. Yeah, every single step. This side of the mountain.